Welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is Joanne and I'm so glad you've joined me today. If you're new to my channel, well, welcome. I hope you stick around, and if you see what you like, well, become a subscriber, because I would love for you to join my YouTube family. And to my subscribers, well, you know I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. Here at Artistry Collaborative, we are the home of Try Lab, because, well, all we want you to do is try. Especially if you don't think you have creativity in your bones, because you do, and I will help you. Leave a comment or a question in the comments and I will get back to you. If you have an idea, please share it. If you create something, you know, I have an Instagram, it's Artistry Collaborative. I don't go to it very often, but I would love to see what you create. Today we have an extra special series. It's featuring eggs, so just in time for Easter. So I hope you really like this, and I want you to come along. So let's go and create these together. So we're going to make a, I guess like a shadow box, or I'm sure there's a specific word for this. I was going to make the whole scene and then cover it, but then I thought I'll keep it open and make two. So I'm going to paint these with the white Waverly chalk paint, and then we're going to decoupage them. Big surprise. Been doing that a lot. Alright, so let me paint these and I'll be back. Okay, so I did both, and now I am going to place this on the back of the egg. So again, taking my Modge Podge, and covering the egg. And then I'm going to place this like so. And I cut little slits because, you know, it's rounded, so it's not gonna lie flat. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be wrinkly, but that's okay. I don't mind it at all. Gives it a vintagey look, which you know I love. Sometimes I cut it like so, and then just I missed a little up here, but I'm gonna edge it with some ribbon anyway, so we'll be covering that. Alright, so I'm going to finish Modge Podging this, and then I'll trim it and we'll be back. So these are the two that I did. We're going to try a couple of different things. I wanted to use this napkin on the inside and build up in here, but I need to paint the back of the rest of the background to match the napkin, so that's going to be a little different. This one I'm going to cut from this paper, which is from Hobby Lobby, and give it a like an inch. it all the way back. I'm just going to glue it so that I'm going to glue it so that it's right to the edge. So let me do that. I'm going to use tacky glue, and as I go I will be holding it with some clamps. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm going to do. Start at the bottom. So I'm going to go all the way up both sides. The colors in this napkin are like a yellow background with an orangey peachy cloud. So that's what we're going to try to recreate. So I'm using this bright yellow. And we're going to add some white to it. First I'm going to do the background with the yellow. So we're just going to go in there and paint it. And again, you don't have to do the whole thing because the napkin is going to cover it. Well, I've got the paint, so I might as well do it. Alright. Then I'm going to take a fan brush. This is a dilapidated fan brush, but it's a fan brush. And we're going to make some clouds. So all you do is just stipple. I'm just kind of combining so that it kind of looks like that. Yeah. Except their clouds are going this way. Oh yeah, that came out really good. Alright, so we've got to wait for this to dry. I'm going to clean this up and hopefully we'll be moving on. Okay, so we're going to work on this one, and looking through my stash here, I'm going to put this pink one on the inside, and then I'm going to put this one on the outside. So both of these are from Hobby Lobby. This one was on clearance. This one, $1.99. Alright, so let's start here. I'm doing it so the edge goes over the edge, so we don't see that ridge where the two halves going to take this one and go on the outside. So, let's start at the bottom, make our way all the way around. And what I'm doing is this part that's, this is going to go right on the edge so that the frilly stuff will will edge the egg. So yeah, cute. Alright, so now I have these from Dollar Tree. Got them last year at some point. But of course they have them all the time. And if you wanted to paint them colors, you know, they take the chalk paint really, really well. But I want this to go on here. And so I'm going to put hot glue, but I'm going to put E6000 also, because you need it to have a really strong hold, because it's ceramic. Okay, so we're going to put the E6000 to give it a permanent hold, and we'll use some hot glue to keep it in place. And we will go like so. I'm even thinking I should put something back here. Probably do that, maybe some kind of grass. So let this dry and I will be back. These are the two different eggs, and I put extra glue in the back, so now I'm just going to cover it up with some leaves. I was going to put some moss, but since I'm going to have moss in the egg, I thought this would work out just as good, maybe better. And that's how I'm covering that up. Alright, so to do the front of this, I'm just going to take some of the Spanish moss. Not my favorite stuff in the world, but I don't want to use green. Well, I mean, I could use green. I'm just going to put this down here. Lots and lots and lots of glue. And just hold that in there. Don't want to distract from the picture in the back too much. Like that. And now I'm going to take a little chickadee . Maybe I want a little one. Chickadee and the ticks from the Dollar Tree, and just going to take them off. Normally you can just pull it out. There you go. I wanted the bow. I guess I'm not getting that bow. Okay, so we'll put a little glue on here. And way too empty, so I need to find like a Happy Easter sign. So let me see if I can find that. Of course, I didn't have any Happy Easters, so I went into my stash and I found these green letters. Pretty sure they're from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to make a sign using one of the chalkboard pieces, but I'm just going to use the back and I'm going to paint it white. And now I'm going to put a layer of tacky glue. So the reason why I put the tacky glue down is so I can move the letters around. Makes it a little bit easier to set it up. To gently cover it again to seal it in. I want completely different. We're going to put the leaves in the back of there. But this one I want a green bunny. Very natural look. Put a little piece of moss. ended up turning it over and painting it pink, and did it again because this wasn't even. And so we're going to put this up this. I did make a bow to put on the top of this, like that, but it covers the words too much. So I'm going to put this up here, and then we're going to add a little flower. So let's put some glue. And then I'm going to take one of these ribbon flowers. I'll put that on the top. Like so. Yeah. And there you go. Alright, on to DIY number 2. I'm sure you've seen these all over Pinterest and Facebook, but we're going to make the egg wreath. So I have 2 of these forms, and what I did is I pushed the middle 2 down because these eggs have got to sit on there, and then we're going to put this one over it to keep them in place. So I'm just bringing these up and these down, and they may break. It's a very fragile wire, but what you're trying to do, obviously, is to make space for the eggs. So then I bought this at Hobby Lobby yesterday. It was 50% off, and it's just chicken wire on a roll, and I guess I gotta cut this. Alright, and you're gonna put this, I'm gonna start it up here, and I'm just going to, I'm gonna cut this one, come around the other side, and reconnect it. So I'm cutting, and then I'm wrapping the wire around just to secure it in place. Alright, so I'm going to do this and I'll be back. Okay, so this is all on here. I just simply would cut the wire and then just wrap it around. Took a little bit of time. And now I'm going to take this Spanish moss, which of course is extremely messy, but the chicken wire helps to keep it inside. And I mean, you can put as much as or little you want. You don't have to use Spanish moss. You could use the reindeer moss. You could use the, you know, the hula skirts that Dollar Tree sells in the summertime. Anything like that. You don't have to put it in at all, but I do think that it adds to the farm theme. So, yeah. But I'm trying to make it thin because we're going to have to squish these eggs. No doubt about it. I'm going to put my eggs in place. And I'm actually going to put some hot glue, just because I want them to stay still. So we're going to put blue and white and yellow and blue and white and yellow. Alright, so this is all set. And now we're going to put this on. And here's where the squeeze part comes in. So I'm going to take some zip ties and tie them as tight as I can. And what I'm going to do is just keep going back and forth. So what I mean by that is side to side. So top, then the bottom, like that, then the left, just to secure it a little bit more, I'm going to go here and here and here and here. I was going to hang this like this, but I'm thinking maybe I should put it on the side, maybe up here. So I'll take another little piece of jute twine. I'm going to write farm fresh eggs. I'll make a little bow. Yeah. And there you go. Alright, on to DIY number 3. So I bought these last year at Hobby Lobby. It contained 1, 2, and 3 eggs. And they do have them this year too. But this was at clearance and it was cracked, which I kind of think is funny. But this is so big that I'm not going to use this for this. I'll use it for something else. And I'm going to use this one, and I have this one. And again, I think this was Hobby Lobby too. Oh, this looks like it was Walmart. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole at the bottom. and the top of each one. So let me do that. Okay, so I did paint this with the agave, but then I went looking at my napkins. I wanted to use this, but, I mean, wouldn't that be really pretty? But I thought the lines might drive me crazy. So I decided not to do that, and I was looking through. I like this one, but this one really just caught my eye. It's very romantic looking, bohemian looking, I don't know. So I decided, because this is white, a white napkin, that I would paint it white. And so now we're going to take Modge Podge and do the Modge Podge technique. This one's got a little bit in here. Of course, I separated my napkins, and we're going to do it like so. Going to wrinkle, so you're either going to love the wrinkles. I don't think there's a way to do it without wrinkling, unless you cut every little piece out and place it on yourself. Alright, so I'm going to get another napkin for the other side and finish this up. So this is what it looks like. If you don't like wrinkles, I would say cut out sections at a time and put them in place. In retrospect, I probably would have done that, but it is what it is. So now this one, I grabbed some ribbons from my stash, and I'm going to decorate. So I'm going to go in all 4 quarters, and then I'm going to go around the center. So now I'm going to just use one of these buckets from Dollar Tree, and we're going to put the green styrofoam in the bottom. And then I'm going to take my razor Cut it. And put slices. Alright, and then we're going to take this. As you see, I added some lace and some ribbons, and I topped it with, this is in a tutorial from last year. It's the Easter bunnies, the wooden Easter bunnies with the little topiary. So I pulled this off, and I'm going to do this as a topper. So if you want to see how I made it, you can go back to that. I'll see if I can find it and put it in the bottom. But I just thought the colors work, and we're going to go with that. Alright, so now I want to add some flowers, and I'm thinking they may keep it a little more stable too. So sticks in here, and then cover it with moss to keep it from wobbling like that. Alright, so to brace this, I'm just cutting the large tongue depressors and using them as a brace, because it is a little bit wobbly. I would have used a dowel, but I didn't have any, so I used a skewer. But if you can get a dowel would avoid this step. But again, trying to make do with what I got. And so I put the three together, then I just put the glue in here, and then I'm just sliding it underneath as far as it can go to the as you can see, it's much more stable. And then we will put moss around here. I did want to add a little teal, and I thought I had more of these, but I only have a half, so I'm just going to put this half right in here, like so, just to add a little more embellishment. Spanish moss, and we'll put some of this all around here. I also think I would have lifted this a little bit more in hindsight, but let me show you what it looks like all the way. Bring it in closer. Alright, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Please subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. And thank you so much. And as we always say, keep on creating. And there you go. I hope you really enjoyed these. Please, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please share on your social media, and please, if you are so inclined, I would love for you to become a subscriber. I'll give you a close-up. And there you go. Thank you.